Alright, this is just the awesome glamorous part about this yard spray and stuff. Switch out. I've been spraying warm season grass. I'm going to spray fungicides on fescue today. I've been running things like Monument and Celsius through this thing that all of them will just smoke fescue. So I've had some water and ammonia, just regular, you know, $1 jug of ammonia from the grocery store. Soak it in this thing overnight, scrubbing it down with the toilet brush. And then I'm going to rinse it out with a little pressure on the side, scrub it again, and go run the rinse-aid out of there. This is a Bermuda yard, so it's fine for me to run that on the Bermuda yard, or I have some bare areas I can go spray it in, you know, in the field or whatever. But it won't hurt the yard. And also I've been spraying like humic acid and stuff, so my deal's wrapped up here with you know, black stains. You spray something like Simple Green, Purple Power. I think this is something called LA Awesome or something. Just you know, spray it on, let it soak. I get spraying all this down. But when you're run this stuff out, I'll run one tank full out of the sprayer, fill it up again with just clean water, scrub it a little bit more, run that out, scrub it a little bit more. Put some more clean water in it, maybe a quarter tank or so, run that out. The thing I absolutely do not like about the Permagreen is when I made my own sprayer, I had it, what I call it thing, the PPC Total Turf Labs 5 nozzle deluxe boom sprayer. It draws from the bottom of the tank, and when I wanted to empty the tank out, all I had to do was had a quick release on my pump. I could take that hose off and run it over into a bucket or a jug or whatever, turn the thing on and run every drop out of it, and I could run it into whatever I wanted. With this thing, it leaves about that much in the bottom of the tanks, and you have to vacuum it out with a shop vac. So if you want to get all the goodness out of it, because I really don't want any Monument or Celsius or Revolver or whatever residue going over onto these fescue yards. So you gotta actually get the shop vac and suck the last little bit of liquid out of the bottom of the tank, which is I don't like that at all. But other than that, Permagreen's great. All right, so I'm gonna get to scrubbing. Toilet brush. I had a tire brush, like a car wash brush with a long handle. I don't know what happened to it. I think somebody's dog ate it. I'm just kidding. I don't want anybody to think I poisoned anybody's dog. Anyway, get to scrubbing here. Tires, clean the tires off too. They've been tracking through all that stuff. I think any of the clean freak guys would approve of my quick wash. A pressure washer, especially one of those heated ones like a hot seat, is great for washing out the inside of the tanks. I don't have a hot seat, and I don't feel like getting out the pressure washer. I'm kind of want to discourage you from washing your mowers or something like this thing with a pressure washer unless you're very careful. One on a mower, avoid all your electrical connections, your key switches, your PTO, your wiring harnesses, all that kind of stuff. Bearings, spindles, and the same thing with this thing. I wouldn't want to like be pressure washing around where all the inside of the wheels, and where I could push that dirt up into the bearings, or push water into the bearings. So if you're going to wash it with pressure washer, you spray your tanks out, spray the outside of the tanks, that kind of thing on your tires, you'd be fine. I wouldn't get all up into gear workings and all that crap with it because you could screw something up. Anyway, I'm gonna run this stuff out of the tanks, put some more water in it. This is the second round of water in it, by the way. I was washing it out and I had the idea to make this awesome video. Semper Force. The exam glove of badasses. I've rinsed and unloaded through the spray tips 3 times now. Now I've got, I don't know, quarter, half a tank in both sides, and I'm going to run it out through the unloader valve, which is I can't see the camera, that thing right there. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but that's what I'm talking about. It leaves a little bit in the bottom on each tank. Like I said, I'm going out to spray fescue fungicide, so I've got the permagreen cleaned up, the tank's cleaned out, and all the warm season grass herbicides out of it. I'm filling up my nurse tank right now. I'm going ahead and loading up the permagreen to go out there and get in some action. I'm getting kind of a late start after doing all that cleaning, but it's absolutely necessary. You don't want to smoke anybody's grass. All right, it's the middle of August. Well, it's August 13th. I'm starting my last, what's probably going to be my last round, which generally middle of August is my last round of fungicides on fescue. I've ran through a million times what I do, so I'm already running a little bit behind, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time showing mixing. I'll just show the jugs real quick and run over the rates again, and maybe explain why some of the stuff's going in. All right, gallon humic acid. We're gonna run this catalyst, which is a potassium. This also has humic acid in it, but I'm gonna put probably 2 quarts of that, 1.5 quarts, 16 ounces of azoxystrobin, 16 ounces of 41.8% propiconazole, and a couple of ounces of Promote, which is a fantastic, oh daggone it, surfactant for fungicides. I use this actually for just about everything. This is a really good surfactant. It's expensive though. All right, that's going in. I'll lift this part out on these fall, well, not really fall, it's August, but on this last fungicide round, I'm probably going to throw in some high active ingredient bifenthrin with it too, because that's what I got. You know, imidacloprid, acelepryn, something like that would be a choice as well. Okay, helpful 5-gallon jug pouring tip. I learned this from Jay Wyrick, by the way. That was my idea. Just lean it over on something. I'm not getting the pouring in. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Maybe you can see the pour. All right, on these 5-gallon buckets of humic acid, I gotta be honest. For just straight 12% humic acid, me and another guy buy a tote and split it, and he keeps it out of his place, and we just reuse these 5-gallon buckets and fill it up. But for humic acid that I want to do something specific like the RGS or the Aerate or whatever. I would generally buy, I'll get that from Greene County. But I shook this up already, but if you keep your nozzle at the top, kind of tilted over on something. Smooth. Anyways, did I say where this? I think this the tote we got is Hydro Hume from Helena. Most of this stuff, as long as the source is some good Leonardite, the humic acid is humic acid, and you just get what's available to you in the best price. And that's how me and my friend figured out how we were going to do it, and we've had fine results. It's no problem, and the price was right the way we were able to buy it. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna get ripping making these fungicide apps on these fescue yards. As of right now, my plans are to get away from here tomorrow and go to the NC State Turf Field Day at Lake Wheeler in Raleigh. So if any of you guys are going to that, see if you can find me there, and we'll chat, we'll check you out. But that's my plans as of right now. I gotta get this stuff sprayed. All right, later.